Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, coffee. Nice. Half and half, and a little bit of honey in it today. Perfect. Another sip, hold on. Sorry for the slurping. Hey, you know what's cool? Getting a good long sleep. That's what's cool. Waking up and feeling strong, mentally clear. Sanity, clarity, reason. This is the home of it. Turn off the flippin' TV, or someday you'll end up in a nursing home where all they do is watch TV. It's funny how that works, right? Next month, I'm going to be 24 inches away from the faces of Stefan Molyneux, Elliot Hulse, Ken Curry, and many more, as I have conversations with them from their hearts. Just watch the videos from the Patriarch Convention and the Poland Convention, and something happened to my heart as it went from having interviews to having a conversation with people. Conversations are transformative and life-changing versus interviews or interrogations where I'm just pulling information out of people. Honest to God, the 21 convention in Poland this past July was very transformative for me. Yes, I do all the interviews, but I can never objectively remove myself from the information that surfaces from these interviews, these conversations, because I listen to every man and every conversation that I have with every man during a convention, at dinners, in the hallway, sitting in a lounge somewhere. It's powerful stuff. Gentlemen, it's time to start your beards. You'll notice my beard getting a little bit fuller these days. I'm not touching it for 2 months. I now haven't touched it for a month. I've been trimming the mustache, but 1 month, haven't touched the beard. It's going to go a full 2 months, and I'm going for this look. This was a beard that I had probably 3 or 4 years ago. I would say possibly my ideal length. I like that. You know, in my trade, you guys know, in my trade, I'm in the hair industry, and I work on people's hair and beards and faces and that kind of thing. That's my trade. That's what I do with my hands. And I have shaped over 12,000 beards. 12,000 beards. 12,000 beards. It's almost like an instinct now about beards. What needs to happen with that beard in relationship to the shape of the face, in relationship to the hair that's there or the hair that's not there, in relationship to the length of the neck, the color of the skin, the coarseness of the hair, the curl of the hair, the color of the hair. Every beard is different. Now, I'm of the persuasion that every beard is beautiful. You don't need a very thick beard like mine to have a beautiful beard. Even patchy beards, I think, can look good if they're lined up or trimmed properly. And then there's the kind of guys that just let it grow and let it flow like I did at one time, which I still ended up trimming it when it came right down to it. But I know a little bit about beards. Every relationship has an expiration date on it. Every relationship. Sometimes that expiration date is death 60 years later. Yesterday I told a bunch of mentally ill murderers, "It's nice to see you. I hope you have a good day today. Be positive." They looked at me and smiled and said, "Thank you, sir." "Good morning, my dear. Here's your coffee. Breakfast will be ready in about 20 minutes. Then after, let's do our 5-mile walk. Then I have to get some work done. With the kids away this weekend, I was thinking, let's not cook tonight. How about a movie and dinner out?" It's amazing what kind of reaction. Some people called me blue pill, beta. What? She should be serving you. Okay. But that's a beautiful thing too. One of the neat things that I got out of the book by Tim Keller called The Meaning of Marriage is that in a marriage, it's a beautiful chance to give, not to get. And there's joy in giving, especially in the sexual arena within a marriage. The purpose is to see how much joy you can give versus basking in the glow of your performance. That's the shift that I've made. And I wish I read that book when I was a young man. That would have changed a lot of things for me. The Meaning of Marriage. You know what? I'll put the link for it down below. Yeah. You've seen a shift in me in the past year towards changing my mind about marriage after being single now for 16 years and freaking out about the possibility of even committing to anyone ever again. And it had nothing to do with meeting anyone or meeting people. It had to do with the condition of my heart. I honestly believe that a person's view of marriage is a direct, it's almost like a gauge. How you check the temperature on the outside of an oven to see how hot it is in the oven. I think that a person's attitude about marriage is like the gauge of what's happening inside of them. And I believe it's a spiritual transformation. I do. "Oh, he's getting weak again. He's beta." No, I'm not. I'm not even using that language. I'm not even using that language. "But he doesn't understand female nature." Shut up. Shut up. Red pill is not my religion. Never has been. Never will be. But that doesn't mean I have to be stupid either. And half the guys talking about red pill are married. So don't give me any of that bullshit. Let me have another sip of my coffee. If Trump nominated Mother Teresa, they would have accused her of bigotry for limiting her ministry to just Calcutta. Opportunity rise is my new word for a sunrise. I get up in the morning and watch the opportunity rise. That's what you should do. Leaves are falling all around. It's time I was on my way. Thanks to you, I'm much obliged for such a pleasant stay. But now it's time for me to go. The autumn moon lights my way. For now I smell the rain, and with it pain, and it's headed my way. Led Zeppelin, 1969. I almost got goosebumps just reading that, because I was hearing the song in my head. And let's just read a quick letter. Mr. Bruno, I'm not usually one to reach out to content creators I watch on YouTube, but due to some recent personal events, I decided I want to share a quick message with you. This person will remain anonymous. I wouldn't call myself a dedicated fan as I don't watch everything you post. but the videos I have seen have had a profound impact on my life. I can safely say that the things I've learned and changed about myself from the advice and wisdom you shared are the reason I am as happy as I am now, and are the reason I met the love of my life. It's awesome. As I'm writing this, I'm 21 years old. The doctors say that I shouldn't expect to live past 45, so as you can imagine, I've always felt some sense of urgency in both life development and achieving my goals. What I've taken from you so far has been an amazing tool, and however long I'm still around, I'll be very grateful. Thank you. Interesting. 21 years old. He met the love of his life. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. That's amazing. Information is a tool. It's not a god. It's not a religion. It's not a be-all, end-all. Information is a tool. And if you find information here that's helpful for your life, then fantastic. Because then I achieved my purposes in having this show, especially. It's not meant to merely entertain. It's meant to have you reflect on things. And you'll notice I ask you a lot of questions. I'm not a man who has all the answers, but I have a lot of questions. And I ask you those questions to make you think. Imagine that, a show that makes you think. The home of sanity, clarity, and reason. And with that, finish your coffee and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show.